The monsoons are back with a bang, and I'm back with a garden visit.
Hi, welcome to Totoro House.
Can you tell us something about this particular corner?
Yeah. So this is the space where somebody just enters the house, and this is the space where they will take off their shoes. And the whole idea is that they don't see the entire place in one go. And essentially there is a bit of a mystery. So you only get the filtered views from this place. And that's the whole part of, revealing the entire space in steps. And this is what the space does. Yeah, so this is the main space. It's designed on the basic principles of Coco, which means austerity and simplicity. The whole idea here is that you have as less details in the space as possible. It should be just seamless without a lot of details. And then you have essentially a few center points of focus, which obviously here is this bonsai, and kind of, obviously also a prized possession of mine, but it is kind of the centerpiece for this space. This is a ficus.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of light, and it has always been a challenge to actually keep this ficus happy in this dark corner, and therefore you see a lot of these lights. A very interesting thing about these lights is that if you see this whole installation, it's actually a wood piece, which I actually got from outside, and then I actually built this whole piece up, and then I hung these lights from the top. And this was because I could never find just the perfect kind of lamp which would essentially be able to light up this bonsai, so I had to make this one. The idea over here is that it needs light from all the different directions. So there are some lights at the top, there's some lights at the bottom, and then that kind of keeps this plant a little more happy, because now the light is falling on different parts and it just kind of grows. But the reason why I like this, and it's like almost like a now 20-year-old bonsai, is because of its falling roots, which develop and then they go down all the way to the bottom. So essentially the roots falling from the top to bottom is kind of what really looks amazing about this bonsai to me. So then as we move forward, you've got these paintings. These are all inspired from the famous Japanese works. These are reprints of them. But essentially, if you go from left to right, what's really happening is that you are seeing a transition of the Japanese painting style. On the left, you've got the paintings which are in sumi-e, and the right side are the paintings which are in the style of ukiyo-e. What's the difference is that the left side is all 14th century painting style in Japan, which was very zen, very minimalistic, and it's called ink on paper. And on the right hand side, you've got the more scaled version, when the Japanese were using a lot of wood stamp printing techniques. So you see a Mount Fuji in ukiyo-e style, then you see a Mount Fuji in sumi-e style, and essentially then that's what makes it interesting, that you see the same things but in different styles. So this is this entire space is very low. The idea is to create a very integrated space where you can use the entire length and the breadth of the space. And and there's not a lot of tall furniture over here, so the space kind of looks pretty much in one flow. So this is the Japandi style of painting. Essentially what it does is that it takes together the Nordic style and the Japanese style together, and that's why it's called Japandi. So this is Philodendron Maui. It's got these very large leaves. If you look at my hand, like these leaves have really become large, and I think it's one of those plants which was pretty small when it had come to me, and now it has really grown big. And then I think it's fenestrated leaves, large leaves, kind of are really interesting and beautiful pieces.
And the light also kind of gives out the shadow.
And so you can, so, and then this goes all into all directions.
It's like a statement piece as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And then this light is the one that keeps it happy, turns out at different points of time in the day in order to make sure that this plant is able to make enough food for itself and kind of grow. Essentially, if you see the lights, it's just kind of just growing into the light. It thinks that this is the sun. So the leaves are just growing into that light.
All right.
So this is more like a small little forest. If you see, the whole idea over here is that there are these large trees which have, become dry, and then there are these smaller trees which are coming up. So this whole plant has been modeled into like a small little forest on a hillock. If you may see, there's just a lot of plants over here. There are at least 13-14 plants in this just small corner. This one is one of the philodendrons. This is a bromeliad, one of those bromeliads which have been living with me for 2 years now. And then this is another red, pretty bromeliad over here. This is Dracaena Draco. Then you've got over here Monstera variety, which is called Monstera esculenta. Then you've got some.
It's not the broken heart.
No, this is not the broken heart. This is esculenta.
Sorry, Swiss cheese.
No, this is not the Swiss cheese. This is esculenta.
Okay.
It has slightly more elongated leaves, and the spaces and all are more prominent in between. Your Swiss cheese plant will have, but the leaves will be slightly shorter, and the spacing
This is
will
a
not be
little more tapered.
more tapered, and a lot more spacing.
Correct.
Right, and so on. Then you've got here very beautiful begonia. This is this one. Yeah.
begonia.
So if you see, the leaves are now starting to curl around, turn around, and it's making the signature begonia shape over. This leaf is the signature begonia.
Correct.
Where the leaf actually curls over itself.
Okay.
So then this is peperomia. This is raindrop peperomia. So it has got the small cup-like shape, if you see.
Yes.
And it can collect
And
water.
we know why it's called raindrop.
Yeah. And then you've got this philodendron rainforest, I think jungle, philodendron jungle.
Yeah.
So this is another philodendron. Then you've got this another small philodendron growing at the bottom. It will get bigger. I think it is a philodendron atapoense or something. And then there is another philodendron which is growing at the bottom. I think these philodendrons are small, and then they will slowly make their way to the top. Then you've got this tillandsia. It's an air plant.
Yeah.
So there are no roots. It's basically growing in the air.
Okay, you just missed them, and that's
Yeah. They drink
and
their.
they get blooms as well.
Sometimes they do, but I think they need a lot of moisture, and it's really difficult to keep them happy with lower moisture level. Then you've got this Hoya over here. This is Hoya oblongata, and it's also growing.
Do these bloom, the Hoyas?
Some of them bloom.
Okay.
So almost all Hoya blooms, but this one will probably take its time. So look at the leaf, right? It has got this very amazing heart-shaped leaf over here. And yeah, and then to top it off, you've got another cordyline over here with amazing leaf colors. So this is the bedroom. This is another pretty wild corner of my home. The centerpiece of this place is this waterfall, and then you've got these lovely fishes. So there you've got all of these fishes at the bottom. There are some plants in the water. So for example, there is this coin leaf plant in the water. Then there are some of these other plants. And then as you move up, there are other plants. So for example, you've got here the peace lily, which gives me white colored blooms also. It's pretty happy in this. Then you've got this calathea. Then you've got this another calathea over here, which is called Calathea orbifolia over here. Then you've got the spider plant over here growing into the water. Then you've got over here pothos. This is got beautiful leaves with pothos satin.
Synapsis pictus, I think.
This is, pothos satin is the common name.
Yes.
Then you've got another aglaonema over here with white leaves. As you move up into the column, you see there is another syngonium with beautiful red leaves over here. So this is called syngonium omnak. Then as you move up, you've got a bromeliad. I think This bromeliad is pretty beautiful with red leaves. Then as you move forward, there are some air plants. So this one is an Elancia variety. You've got more air plants over here. Finally, you top it off, you've got this tiger lipstick plant with beautiful variegated leaves. If you will see, it has got all of these variegations on it, but the backs are really red. So this is what tops off this entire column of life. Here you've got bunch of philodendrons over here. So this one is one of those philodendrons. Then you've got this philodendron geold. This looks unlike any philodendron. It has got a lot of these leaves. Then you've got another philodendron over here. So, and then at the bottom of this philodendron, you've got cotton candy fern. So this cotton candy fern is pretty much a diva. Very difficult to keep happy. Then in the background, we have got this very amazing tropical plant. This is, I think, Schleifera pentaphyllum, and it has got these small little leaves, multiple of them, and looks pretty interesting plant. And then if you go, you have got here some Hoya. So this is a different kind of an Hoya in the sense that it doesn't bloom, but it just kind of grows. And then it goes all over the top with this lovely Chamidoria palm. This is the peacock corner of my place. The reason why I call this the peacock corner, because the only two colors are here are greens and blues. And then you've got this small philodendron growing in between. And yeah, and a nice place to sit and read.
Your reading corner.
Yes.
And again, are these Japanese themed?
Yes, actually, some of these paintings are interesting. They're prints, but this one is actually the bark of the trunk of a tree. Okay, so it essentially talks about the fact that every year a tree gets older, the rings keeps on getting added, and so essentially your trees are super old creatures, and large trees in particular are very old, and they'll have this ring structure. So this is what it shows,
and it defines age.
It defines age, and I think it's just a symbol of the respect for trees. Yeah. So this is the most favorite part of my house. This is where I sit in the morning to have my coffee. I look at all of these plants. This is where things have truly gone wild. There are plants from the top, there are plants on the bottom, and kind of gives me the very rainforest kind of a feel. And then you have got these beautiful philodendrons. This is philodendron majestic. This is alocasia. Then you've got some dischidias over here. This really huge anthurium, leaf anthurium. And if you look at it, the leaves are really huge. Like these leaves are really huge.
It almost looks like a bird's nest fern, right? Does not look like.
But this is like one of the more sturdier anthuriums with like really large leaves.
Do you find blooms as well in this?
Yeah, there are sometimes these blooms which would come in the middle. So that happens every once in a while.
Okay, all right.
And then another really interesting piece which you have got here is the Piper ornatum. It has got like really beautiful leaves with a lot of silver work. So this Piper ornatum is just going up from here to here, and it is going towards the top. Then you've also got this another Piper variety, which is this one. This is called Piper tricolor. Very beautiful red colored leaves. There is a peperomia. There is a begonia over here, and so on.
This is
also a begonia.
Yeah. This is oxalis.
Yeah.
And this is a palm.
Yeah. This is the Chamidoria palm. So it's really one of those palms which do well with low light.
Okay.
And they can really grow wild, and they have this very tropical feel to them. But again, they need some light, and that's what the light at the top does for them. There's another philodendron over here which has got like huge leaves. It had come as very small philodendron. Again, the idea is if you look at the leaves, They've really grown big with some red colored variegation at the bottom and so on. I think so. Just two things which stand out over here. There are a bunch of lights which are more yellowish, and then there are some lights over here which are actually towards blue. What really happens is that plants make a lot of their foods using the red spectrum of light, and that is why you need to maximize the warm lights, but plants also need a little bit of blue light, and basically they figure out that the sun is where the blue light is coming from, and they always try to grow towards the blue light. So if you see this philodendron, it actually started small, and then now it is being trying to go towards that blue light. So essentially you don't need a lot of blue light, but it just kind of gives plants the direction that they want to grow into. So we've got some fishes over here. So this is like a self-contained ecosystem. I don't clean this up ever. And there are some fishes. They also make babies in this small little pond. And then you've got a variety of Epripnum over here. It has got these very beautiful leaves which are having silver texture over it. Then you've got the horse reed growing in middle of it. And this horse reed is essentially something which needs a lot of light, and therefore my highest intensity light falls directly on this horse weed. The fishes are going to create the waste. The waste is going to go to the plants. The plants are going to grow big. When they grow big, their roots are going to suck out all the nitrates from the water, and that's how the water remains clean over here. And so it's kind of an self-contained ecosystem which I don't have to clean. I only occasionally top up the water. And this is the place where Totoro sits. Totoro is the house spirit of this house, so to say. So he looks after the entire garden, keeps them happy. Totoro is from the original movie from Miyazaki called My Neighbor Totoro, where obviously Totoro was the forest spirit. And so the indoor forest spirit also is Totoro over here.
So he's the guardian of the house.
Yeah, keeps the garden happy.
Oh, right. So Yash, can you take us to your balcony?
Yeah, so you move from this corner. If you will realize that there is no difference between the outside and inside.
Correct.
And that has been intentional. So this is again a lot of philodendrons over here. You've got these huge monsteras over here. So if you look at this leaf, the monstera leaf, these have really turned out to be big now. Pretty big.
Yes.
And they're just moving forward. But you've also got these a lot of syngonium. This is basically a syngonium with very beautiful mottled leaves. So you call this syngonium constellation. Then you've got the pink princess over here, which has got beautiful pink leaves over here. Then you have got this philodendron with red leaves. Then you've got this philodendron which is called philodendron hashashtum, or the common name is silver sword. So that is what you've got over here. Then you've got another nice small philodendron over here.
Well, that's not an anthurium.
No, this is another philodendron.
Okay.
This is called philodendron glorious.
Oh.
And so on. And then there is
a little velvety, no?
Yes. And then you've got this another syngonium called syngonium chiapens. If you look at it, it has also got these very big leaves. And the whole idea over here is that just like a rainforest, you've got many layers of things growing. So there's this huge bamboo growing over here, which needs a lot of light. So what this bamboo has done is that it has completely grown outside into the balcony. So it is essentially now basking all the light that comes out. And then you've got some dischidias over here.
Yes.
You've got a watermelon dischidia. You've got another dischidia which is variegated with sort of, white edges. Right?
Great.
This is
interesting.
Just look at these leaves, right? They're like damn pretty leaves.
Yeah.
And then they fall.
So you've ensured that even the bamboo plant becomes a stake.
Yes. You've got some small philodendrons growing over here. This is called philodendron bilitiae. It has got very long leaves. And then you've got this philodendron rojo congo over here. Then you have got this very amazing leaves from Philodendron brandiantum. You will see it has got these beautiful silver colored leaves.
So is that part of your
That stone is sort of, the whole idea of giving this space a little bit of stony texture. So I think you have got a small little pond, you've got a waterfall, and then there are all of these are essentially things which are very Zen aesthetics.
And these bamboo screens are like primarily for support or just aesthetics?
Actually, they have a both functional and an aesthetic role over here. If you see, this entire philodendron pot is actually kept on that bamboo. The small little lighting lamp is on that bamboo. So this has definitely a very aesthetic role also. But then it just kind of also adds to the functional role and the aesthetic role. And then here we've got some grasses. So there are two kinds of grasses over here, and between those grasses we've got this alocasia growing up. It's got these very beautiful leaves, a little exotic. And then we also have a little bit of Dracaena growing over here. Just to kind of give this whole place a little more colorful look. So you've got some of this texturing which is happening. Then in the bottom, in the back, you've got this ficus growing. Ficus is one of my most favorite plants. So this is Ficus altissima. It has got yellow variegated leaves, if you will see.
Oh yeah, almost looks like the the rubber plant, right?
Yeah. So actually, rubber plant and ficus are the same species, right? So rubber plants are basically ficuses. So this is one. Then you've got some water bamboo growing in this water. So these water bamboos are like pretty, what do you call, pretty aggressive guys in the garden. They would just want to go everywhere. This bamboo had come when it was very small. Now it is taller than me. If you see some of these, they just want to go everywhere where there is space. And they're perfect fit for growing with this bamboo, because both of them need a lot of light, and they're like in competition with each other for the light. But I think they're both.
And this is an east location balcony, right?
Yeah. This is another of my favorite plants over here. This is called the Ficus umbrellata. It has also got these huge leaves. If you will see, like this leaf is right, like huge, right? And so like it's kind of an umbrella. Below this umbrella, you've got these ferns growing up. Now these ferns are also growing pretty wild. So you've got a couple of ferns in this spot. So these are the ferns with large leaves. These are the ferns with,
I think that's a Boston.
Small leaves. Then you've got some peperomia also growing in the same pot. So it's kind of all flowing from here. This is the lipstick plant.
Lipstick plant, yes. I love this plant. Yes. So it's bloomed for you. It generally has to bloom. Okay.
So
all right.
And then you go to the next one. You've got more ferns over here. This is the golden fern. And then you've got this fishtail fern on the sides. Because it has got these fishtails. And then you have this red colored textured shrub growing, which also kind of blooms. If you see, it has got these small little white flowers. And it kind of looks pretty real. And I think the interesting part about this is that people who see this balcony from outside will see that there's a lot growing on the other side, if you will see. Then you've got here an elephant ear colocasia. So that's one. And then you have here some hibiscus, which is putting up its own fight.
These are variegated ones.
This is a variegated hibiscus, yes. So if you see, the leaves over here are pretty white.
And they bloom, is it?
Yeah, they bloom once in a while. I've seen giving them red flowers, but I think the interesting part is that red flower will stay for like maybe a couple of days, because this is not in a
they're not long lasting.
No. Also, this is in small pot, so this is the best you could do.
Okay.
Then you've got this purple fountain grass over here. The best part is that
Fountain grass.
it has got all of these reeds growing from the top.
Yes.
And so this is really a beautiful leaf.
Yeah, it's a beautiful landscape plant.
Yeah. So it just kind of is growing outside of my balcony now almost. You have got here Dracaena. This is cordyline.
Cordyline.
Yeah. With pretty red leaves, purple leaves.
Yeah.
This is a very common cordyline, but you have to have it in your garden because you want this color. Just unimaginably beautiful purple.
Yeah,
color.
especially when the sun shines.
So there's no other way, no other plant will add so much of amazing color to your garden than this one.
Correct. And mostly yours is more a green theme, right? So this kind of breaks that monotony.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then you've got here beautiful leaves of costus. So the costus is trying to get out of my balcony, reach out into someone else's balcony. Then you've got these huge leaves of Philodendron squamiferum.
Yeah.
Pretty fenestrated, very beautiful leaves. You've got this heart leaf Philodendron over here. The interesting part is that it has actually leaves which look like your heart, right?
So I see a running theme in your garden, mostly of this plant. I see it in most of the corners.
Yeah, this is Aralia actually. Aralia is a pretty, good plant. It doesn't have too much of tantrums. It will grow easily, grow well. Actually, in the back, you've got more Aralias. So this one is called Ming Aralia. And this one is called Aralia Jamaica. Then if you come down, you've got this very beautiful leaves of Syngonium Milky Way. So really beautiful white, amazing leaves.
Yes, lovely variegation.
Yeah.
And this must have been expensive, right?
Yeah, I think now it is more common, so people can get it from a lot of different growers. It's become more common. Then you've got this Philodendron Brasilia over here. This has grown from its pot and it is trying to go all the way around into some place else. So that's another thing. Then you've got lots of philodendrons over here. This philodendron is, I think, Philodendron Macaulay finale. And then you've got this philodendron. This is Syngonium venditi, which is also growing over here. And then we come down. There are a lot of other philodendrons, and this is an aglaonema.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah. And then you have got here another philodendron, which is called Philodendron marmalade. It is essentially supposed to have sort of orangish leaves. Then you have got here a philodendron that looks very different. This looks like a fern, but it's actually a philodendron. It's called Philodendron totum.
Oh,
it's a very sort of a relatively rare philodendron, and I am waiting for it to basically get more leaves. It has got its own lighting, and so on.
Rightly so. Right?
Yeah. This is Philodendron Burle Marx, which is like one of the commonest plants out there.
It grows really well. Huh?
Yes, the garden snail. He's trying to eat my plants.
Oh, how do you manage that?
I don't do anything. I think it's fine. It's fine. You have got a garden. You will have snails.
Correct.
It's just fine.
Part of
This one is like your Philodendron Pacific Ring of Fire, but it's not having a pretty. It's having a bit of a rough time, so I think I'll have to wait to see it grow well back again. Yeah, this one is just going into the top. This is Philodendron micans, and it has got slightly reddish texture leaves, velvety leaves. It's a pretty plant.
How are you trained it? It just climbs on its own.
Yeah, it is doing its own thing. You just let them do what they want to do, and then they do the right thing. They do it better than you.
Exactly.
There should be something which is unconventional and surprising. And so idea is that when you are in this place and you look up, you should be able to see something surprising. And that's what Datsuzuku is about.
So yes, this is your second balcony, right?
Yeah. This starts from this big palm over here, which is doing well now. In the beginning, the palm was a little tough. I was not sure it would eventually survive, but now it is making huge leaves, which sort of, if you will come here and see, they just want to reach the other balcony. These are like some huge leaves which are about to come. This one is called Philodendron Paraiso verde. Very beautiful leaves with lot of mottled texture, white and so on. Then you've got a very beautiful begonia over here. The leaves are particularly beautiful, if you will see. Slightly red but also silvery tinge on it. And then I have a small little light over here just to keep these folks at the bottom of my forest place happy. Then you've got another Philodendron Birkin growing over here. And then there is another cordyline over here and the variety of cordyline growing over here and so on.
So do you sometimes forget what plants you have? Because
yeah, sometimes I know when I bought them, but then I forget. Another cordyline australis growing over here with nice beautiful red leaves. It needs more sun, so therefore it is at the top level of my forest. So again, a very beautiful ficus over here. This is called Ficus triangularis. It has got several species. This one, like varieties, this one is having beautiful heart shaped white colored leaves. Then you've got some variety of Aurelia over here which has grown wild. Then in the background here is another plant which is growing wild. It is some species of ficus only. Grass over here, it sometimes blooms, but that's about it. Then here you've got another ficus which is called the Ficus starlight with beautiful white leaves. It is a small little pond kind of a plant where you've got these horse reeds growing. And then you've got this grass also growing. This is another aquatic grass with reeds. It's called Colocasia black magic. And then you have got another Colocasia over here which has got beautiful leaves, and it has, this is what it looks like. It has got this very beautiful velvety texture, and it just grows. This is called the parrot plant. It
again
just
a
grows.
water plant.
Just look at these leaves and they look very nice when they come out of water. We have got another ficus species over here. This is I think Ficus shiverina. So this is a jade plant bonsai over here. Then if you move, this is another species of asparagus grass. And then you've got this
Polka dot.
Yeah, polka dot. These are like very pretty pink leaves if you see.
Yes, and are these tough to maintain?
No, I think they're pretty easy. Yeah,
okay.
And I think they're just growing wild with some kind of purple small blooms over here.
Yes.
And their hair, so they're happy. Then you've got this another plant called Loropetalum. This is also blooming with very small but beautiful red flowers. Epicea plant over here. Another
grass bloomed for you?
No, not yet. This is only new, but
okay.
I think let's see how it does over here.
Okay.
Then
this looks interesting.
Yeah, this is another grass variety. I don't know the name. And you've got this bird nest fern over here, which is kind of doing fine.
Again, are these corals?
No, these are just stones.
Stones. Okay.
In a certain texture. Now, if you go, then you've got this place where my toughest plants are there. So this is called. This is basically Calathea. All of these are Calathea. This is. This one is. Rattlesnake. Then this one is called, I think, red dotty. This one is Calathea setosa. So this, while some of these are really tough, but this setosa has been now with me for at least 1.5 years. So it's holding on. Then you've got here this rabbit foot fern, which has come out nicely. It needs a lot of humidity. So these months are fine with it. Usually the summers is when it will start really dying off.
Okay.
Then you've got this button fern over here.
Yeah.
And then if you see, there are other small plants also growing. So you've got Fittonia over here.
Are these intentional plantings or?
Yeah, intentional planting. Yeah. Like a big bamboo plant.
Okay.
Will have a lot of undergrowth. And then this is what that undergrowth is like.
Okay.
Then you've got this Phoenicium plant growing over here. This is my beautiful Hoya. It has got very beautiful leaves which are very silvery. The first time I saw it in the nursery, I thought that somebody hasn't given it a wash like in a million years. Then I realized that no, this is how the leaves are. They bloom very nicely. These small flowers that they will give. You've got this Monstera Peru over here. It has got this beautiful texture over the leaves.
Looks like a beetle leaf.
Yeah. Then this one is another Hoya variety.
Okay.
Which is kind of growing. Variegated, and it is growing.
This is lipstick again. Lot of lipsticks.
This is another Dischidia. This has come out beautifully. It wants to go throughout my entire balcony. It has got these nice, beautiful red leaves, which are kind of exciting. So this is the hospital area of my house. This is where, new plants come, or the older plants which are not doing well. They need to be kept here in order to, nurse them back to health. So there's some very interesting plants. You've got this plant which has become quite a rage on Instagram. This one is called Stephania erecta. It grows from this bulb, and it has got these beautiful leaves. Then you've got the cycad over here. There are some schlepperas over here. I think this is peperomia. This is peperomia. Then this one is your Swiss cheese plant. Then you've got
now I get the difference. Less fenestration, right?
It's that was one more oblong. That was correct. This one is another Anthurium super bum.
Super
bum.
Okay.
That's what it is called. Nice large leaves, so on. This one is I think Cryptanthus.
Oh yes.
So this is a Cryptanthus. This is another Anthurium variety. I think it will start showing difference only when it grows a little big, so I'm just waiting. Another Hoya.
Yes.
With slightly different kind of leaves. And then what have we got here? I think then the most interesting.
This looks interesting.
Oh yeah. This is another Hoya with pearls and all, right?
So, this looks very artificial. It looks as though you've glued it on.
Yeah, this is another Hoya.
Wow, beautiful.
Then I think this plant has become very interesting. If you see, the way it has grown is 90 degrees. Okay. And
what is this?
This is one of the tree varieties only. The interesting part about these trees is that they will just go towards the direction of light.
Yes.
And so they can actually take very interesting shapes. Okay. Then I think this is another fig variety.
Oh yes. And it has fruits.
It has fruits. So it is
not
fruits.
edible, I guess.
I know, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
This is the string of millions plant.
Dischidia again, right? Somewhere, right?
Yeah, I think this is Dischidia family. Then we've got some
this has
bromeliad.
beautiful white blooms.
Yeah.
Like puffy white blooms.
This is another some bromeliad.
I think it has those tiger prints, leopard prints.
This is another philodendron with beautiful white leaves. And then what else have we got over here? We have got this very amazing plant which is called actually the fake Aurelia. So Aurelias are one of my favorite plants, but this one is called fake Aurelia. So it's not actually an Aurelia, it's another variety, but it looks like Aurelia. Then there is this one which is actually a peace lily but variegated one. This one needs to grow. This is not doing well.
And then you have your fishbone cactus.
Fishbone cactus is there. Then this is what do you call this
Dracena again, right?
This is again a Dracena.
Yeah.
But I think this is Dracena Milky Way or some other variety.
Okay.
But with beautiful mottled leaves.
This is prickle plant.
Yeah.
So how do you know that these need care and you have to bring it here? So you see signs of distress.
Yeah, basically look at this one, right? It has it is kind of, not making big leaves. A lot of leaves have yellowed and so on. So I think that's when they, there's another ficus over here, because ficuses are my favorites. This one is Ficus alley.
Oh, okay.
Ficuses have no, I think this one is not ficus, sorry. This one is actually an Aurelia variety. Ficus alley is here at the back. This is Ficus alley. It has very uncharacteristic long leaves.
Okay.
But the reason why I like all ficuses is that they are like tough fighters. They will not give up. They will not die. They will come back from the death.
Okay.
So kind of feels like me.
Okay. And this is your
This is
miniature tree fern.
No. Yeah, this was a tree fern. It has died.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come back again.
It's a diva again.
Yeah. So this is a very interesting part. This is a complete ecosystem. What you see here are several water plants which are growing from the soil, which are growing at the soil, and so on. And I never do anything on this pond, and it has got plenty of fishes. I never feed them. I never clean this, and they live. So essentially the fishes are making waste for the plants. Plants are eating away all the nitrates from the water, and so on.
So Yash, beautiful garden. I've never seen something like this, I must say.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So what was the whole idea about Totoro House?
Yeah, so essentially I love plants a lot, and when I wanted to set up this house, I said that I'm going to add a lot of plants to it, and then it just kind of became a journey from one plant to more plants. And every time I looked at, I thought that, maybe we could do something better. And then at some point of time, I really wanted to just create this rainforest vibe inside, where, you just go sit and then you're just surrounded by plants from top to bottom. There are different layering of plants and so on. And so that's how this whole thing became kind of a rainforest experience for me indoors. And I called it Totoro House. Because I am a fan of Miyazaki movies, so been watching them before Ghibli became a trend. And one of the movies which was released in 1988 was called My Neighbor Totoro. It's a very beautiful movie where you've got this character called Totoro, who is like a forest spirit. And then essentially it feels like that, okay, the forest spirit is going to keep the forest happy kind of thing, right? So that's how I ended up calling my home also Totoro House. So there the Totoro sits and he looks after the entire rainforest.
So Yash, I'm sure Zen garden is something that we've not seen a lot, especially in the Indian gardenscape, right?
Yeah.
So do you have a message for people who are, interested in pursuing this art?
The whole idea of Zen spaces is essentially that these spaces help people stay calm. They can regain their focus and get de-stressed in general. And I think modern lives have become more so in maybe last few years, become very stressful. Workplaces have become more stressful, and I think this is what essentially then you need a space of your own where you can de-stress, where you can feel at ease, where you can be more calm, and so on. So Zenscaping is essentially just principles in how you can turn a certain space into a more Zen space. And then there are these various different principles which you could use, and some of them you could see over here. One of them is, let's say, called inside outdoors and outside indoors, which means like, there should be no boundary between what is outside and what is indoors in your home. And that's exactly what you would see also at Totoro House. There is no clear boundary between what is the outside balcony and what is the indoor. So you could use a lot of these different Zenscaping principles to sort of create a more Zen space.
So according to you, what is the most important element in a Zen garden?
Oh, yeah, I think the most important element is, I think, the principle of Coco, which is simplicity. Essentially, it should be simple. It should be very austere. It cannot be very bejeweled. Okay. So idea would be that in a typical Zen garden, you're not going to see gold pots or silver pots or pots with a lot of, work done on them and so on. So essentially, you will see a lot of earthy elements, colors which are closer to earth colors, the browns, the greens, the whites, and so on. So I think the whole idea is to essentially keep the space very simple and yet very elegant, very beautiful. And sometimes, creating beauty with simplicity is way more difficult than creating beauty with maybe more ornate elements. And I think that's the whole art of Zenscaping a space.
So finally, do you have a message for newbie gardeners or established gardeners? Any message?
Yeah. I think gardening is fun, but I hear a lot of people, they kill their plants, and I think everybody kills their plant, and I think you get better with it only over time. But what I've realized over a period of time, that I think the single most important thing that kills plant is that they just don't have enough light. Sometimes they have a lot of water but not enough light, and I think a lot of my own work is about adding enough light for the plants, so that at least one thing that they have is light.
So thank you, Yash. It was a wonderful time meeting you and your plants. And thank you for the coffee.
Same here.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
I'm sure a lot of you must have found this video too long for my channel's standards. But if you've come this far, then you've proved that gardening is not just a hobby, but a way of life. Just like the splendid Zen garden that teaches us to pause, observe, and reflect. If you also want to showcase your garden, then please send a message to this email with your garden photos. Additionally, you can also follow Yash on Instagram and be a part of his garden journey. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Gardening, and until we meet again, a very warm and cozy